back in 1945. I was 18. My buddies mostly around that age, and World War II was still going. So there were. It was a matter of either join up in some service or you get drafted. Well, I got drafted. A friend of mine wanted to be in the paratroopers, but he said they pay you more there. So he wanted to get more money, so he joined the paratroopers. He went in there, went into basic training and all that sort of thing. And along came the day when he's supposed to take that first jump out of the airplane. So they went up and they went over the place where they're going to jump out. And they all had their rip cords connected to a line in the plane. And he was up the line going towards the door to jump out. There was a little guy in front of him. And this little guy decided he didn't want to jump. He wasn't going to go. No. Well, there were a couple of big guys at the door. They picked him up and they just threw him out. And then my friend, it was his turn to get up there and jump out. And he didn't want to go. He said, "No, I'm not going." All right, well, he was too big to throw out. So he sat down and the plane went down and landed, and he got out and he said, "Well, give me another chance. I need one more chance. I'll jump this time for sure. Just give me a second chance, and I'm going to jump out, and I'll do the thing with the parachute." And they said, "No soap. No, you're out." Whoa, what? Yeah, well, he went. They sent him, and he's out of the paratroopers. He went in the army. They give you one chance for that first jump, and if you don't go, you're out. Well, that's what happened to him. Oh, it's too bad. That really happened. He told me that, and he was an honest guy, straightforward guy. I'm sure that was what happened. It's probably not a very good memory for him, But anyway, uh, I guess he's all right. Another friend of mine wanted to go into being in the submarine service, and he tried that and he flunked out. He sent me a letter and he said, "Boy, I really feel bad because I flunked out of the sub service." Oh, well, all right. I thought, "Boy, are you lucky." You wouldn't. I didn't want to get 10 miles away from a submarine. I didn't want to get into any kind of military service. Well, anyway, that's what happened. Thought I'd tell you about this guy. I suppose he thinks back about it. Maybe he feels a little bad. I don't know. But being a paratrooper, another friend of mine was a paratrooper, and he was a couple of years older. So he was in there a while, took a couple of jumps. And not only would they jump out the door, they'd throw out pieces of artillery and would get down on the ground. They'd put together a howitzer or some kind of a small cannon, and then they'd be given the coordinates and they'd shoot the shells and blew up a lot of German guys. That's what he told me. And so, he figured he had a successful time in the paratroopers. So I spent a little bit of time in the Navy. I won't go into those details. A lot of that happened in drafting and winding up in the Navy. But anyway, that was all right. Well, I thought I'd tell you about this guy with the paratroop and the bad experience, and saying if you're not gonna go, Joe, jump this time. You're out. And they didn't give him any second chance. So that's it. Guys tried different things that I knew, and some didn't work out, and some of them did. I didn't want to go into anything, but I had to be drafted, so I had to be in something. Okay, well, the paratroop service, I guess, was pretty good. And the guy I knew who was in the paratroopers for a while, I guess he did all right. So, but everybody was either in the Army, Navy, or I didn't know anybody in the Air Force. So, well, I mostly wanted to tell you about what happened to the guy who went into the paratroopers, hoping it was going to work, but didn't work out. Okay, well, thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time, and I hope you're okay.